Welcome to Political Arena here on S24 Television. I am your host, Abubakar Turaki. Across northern Nigeria, thousands of young girls dream of becoming leaders, entrepreneurs, academics, innovators, and change makers. Yet, for many, talent is not enough. They often need someone who believes in them, guide them, open doors, and even help them to navigate life challenges. That is the power of mentorship. A good mentor can transform uncertainty into confidence, potential into achievement, and dreams into reality. At this time, when young people are searching for direction, mentorship has become more important than ever. Today, on this episode of Political Arena, we will explore how mentorship can shape the future of young northern girls, why representation matters, and how experienced women can help the next generation set of leaders. Joining me today is Asma'u Abubakar Shaibu, a storyteller, book lover, curator, designer, and alumni of University of Hull City, United Kingdom. She is passionate about creativity, learning, and inspiring young people to see possibilities beyond circumstances. Asma'u, welcome to Political Arena here on S24 Television.
Thank you, Mohammed, for having me.
Thank you for honoring our invitation.
You're welcome.
Asma'u, when the word mentorship is being said, what does mentorship means to you?
You know, in the beginning, I did not know what mentorship meant. So when I first heard it, I had to go back to do my research. What's mentorship and who's a mentor? So I came to the realization that a mentor is someone who guides you. It's a hands-on experience, someone who has a hands-on experience of life, who has walked through a certain journey, and he or she guides you through.
That is a mentor.
Yes.
So why do you think it's very important for young people in the northern part of the country to get a mentor?
Judging from the uprising of social media and what we see happening now, mentorship would have been would have bridged the gap for
for young people.
For young people,
Yeah.
yes, exactly. So you're seeing posts of people and you're saying to yourself, I wish I could
I want to be like them.
No. I wish I could show this person the way. I wish I could tell them that this your skill or this your talent, you can take it forward. You can, even if it's not monetizing your talent, you can use it in the right direction. So mentorship is actually very important in this society. You need to coach them young, you need to guide them, you need to show people the way.
Put them through.
Yes, exactly.
So looking at yourself, like, do you have any mentors so far?
Actually, I do have people now that I look up to. I never had a hands-on mentorship. The only person that I would call my mentor is my mom. She was a teacher and I would always go to her to ask questions and she was always available to show me the way.
So how can storytelling and reading books influence the thinking, the logical experience of young people in northern Nigeria?
Oh, okay. So because so many people now, when you look at the educational system of Nigeria and how it's deteriorating, I feel like when we incorporate mentorship into the lives of people, it will take them a step ahead. When you tell them stories of people of the past and you're sharing stories of women that shaped northern Nigeria, the likes of Gambo Sawaba, she was a politician, Ladi Kwali, yes, exactly. The Potter,
Amina
you're seeing Amina from Gombe State, exactly. Even Amina Mohammed, you're seeing people and then you're telling them their stories on the social media space. They're understanding that you can actually be like these people. And then when you talk about reading, it equips you with knowledge. Intellectually, you become sound. It doesn't matter the type of course you're studying, your course of study. When you pick up a book, fiction or non-fiction, and you are sure that this book can change your life in a certain way, believe me, yes, the first 2 chapters can tell you something. It can guide you through a certain
things.
Yes, exactly.
So many young girls admire successful women, but never reach them out. Why do you think this happened? For example, I believe Some people out there are admiring you, but they couldn't have the opportunity to reach out to Asma.
I think it's because we have
Low
this
self-esteem.
Preconception that people are not approachable. Yes, because you cannot access them in person. You think you cannot reach them on social media. But a lot of people are reachable on social media. You send them messages. For me, I may not reply. I try to reply. In fact, I reply DMs so fast that you even be surprised. Like, is this one not busy? And then
maybe
with
just
emails,
because of the international
whenever
exposure you have.
Yes, I think so. whenever I receive an email, I reply as fast as I can, because I take whoever sends you an email means business, is a serious person, So yes, even DMs too. So people think that the people that they wish to be their mentees, they're not approachable. But have you tried? Have you reached out to this person? Did you send them a DM? Did you message them? Did you email?
SMS?
Even a phone call, exactly. And this person may be willing to show you the way, to even talk to you, But like I said, mentorship is sometimes it's a close relationship. So if they cannot give you that close relationship, a word of advice
is enough.
But then you also need to find a mentor
that
will be willing to walk the journey with you.
So Asma, what advice will you like to give to girls who are afraid to ask for guidance?
Do not be afraid. Nobody is unapproachable. Nobody. Whether they put on a straight face or not, they are approachable. So far as they talk to people, do not be afraid. I mean, what could be the worst? For them to say no. How many no's have you heard in your life? That shouldn't weigh you down. The no of one person can be the yes of another person. So if this one says no to you, find another one. Reach out to them, talk to them. They may help. They may show you the way. They may guide you.
We spoke about low self-esteem. And can proper mentorship help girls to overcome the challenges of low self-esteem?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If I had a mentor in my life, I would have gone far, because I didn't have a mentor. So I'm trying to mentor girls now to tell them that they can do it, that they are achievers. Whatever you see someone do, they did it because they believed in themselves. So believe in yourself. You can do it. So do not undermine your ability to reach a certain level. You can.
That's the advice you have them.
Yes.
Nobody is unapproachable.
Yes.
Well, this is Political Arena here on S24. We are going in a short break. When we return, the conversation continues. You are watching Political Arena here on S24 Television. Today's discussion is the power of mentorship for young northern girls with storyteller, designer, and a University of Hull City student, alumni, Asma'u Abubakar Shuaibu. Thank you for staying with us. So Asma'u, how can successful northern women become more intentional about mentoring young girls?
By creating workshops, seminars. Talk to these girls, approach them. Some are afraid to reach out to you, just like you mentioned. Why don't you create a space where they feel safe to talk to you? Like I said, create a workshop. I'm hosting a workshop at the end of August. It's called Future Her. And then the reason why I want to do this is to mentor girls, is to tell them that you can do it, that you are an achiever. So for people that have achieved some success, please do well to create workshops and seminars, host classes for these young girls. Show them that they can do it. Do not leave them to their own thinking and their own doing. They're not doing good. It's not looking good.
Well, can simple conversation between mentor and mentee make a difference?
Yes, absolutely, it can. In every way possible. When you talk to someone that you admire and you aspire to be like
him.
Yes, him telling you his life journey, him telling you, even him encouraging you, Muhammad, I like what you're doing. I think you're good at it. Continue. You're
Words
going
of mouth.
Exactly. It can go far.
It's beyond financial assistance.
No. It's beyond that. It's beyond that. Mentorship is a relationship. It's a communication. Yes.
I believe I also have some mentors which I actually look at them, and whenever I have a conversation with them, I feel like my day is actually fulfilled.
Exactly. You
Because whatever they are
understand.
saying to me, like they are just hitting the nail on the head.
Exactly.
So, what role should schools and university play in creating mentorship opportunities?
Incorporate mentorship classes, seminars, just like we have career days. I don't know if they still do it, but back in secondary school, we used to have career days, and you'd have people come in, doctors, lawyers, teachers, and they talk to you and they guide you. So like when you keep on with this culture, it's going to have people embedded in the mentoring community, and they have people that are approachable. They create time, maybe once a month, twice a month, to reach out to their mentees and to ask them, what's the progress that you've made? Tell me where you need help. So schools can actually incorporate mentorship workshops into their curriculum.
Well, you had the opportunity, you went to the United Kingdom and studied there, and there is this perception, especially in the northern part of the country where we all came from.
Yes.
There is this culture that girls are actually preserved at home. So how do you think parents can break that preservation?
When they look at history, when they see that what northern women have achieved,
Done.
I mentioned the likes of Gombo Sawaba, the likes of Amina Mohammed at the UN. When you look at them, wouldn't you want your child to be an achiever like that? I mean, so many people now in northern Nigeria would go to the hospital and they would say that they want a female doctor. But do you allow your girls to go to school? Do you let them have that education? So being exposed to the Western world, I've seen a lot that I will say that I would love to change the narrative of having young girls not go to school or not further their education. I mean, it's no longer like in the past. So many of us have gone to school and we've done well. We're still doing well. We're still trying to do well. So I would advise parents to, as much as they can, let these girls, you should uphold their hands and tell them that you can achieve this dream and I am with you. I support you.
Talking of the likes of Ladi Kwali, Gambo Sawaba, Amina J. Mohammed, Professor Ngozi Ikonjo-Iweala, Oluremi Tinubu, and many more, don't you think that maybe the parents are yet to believe what that people are doing? That is one of the major reasons why they are not allowing their daughters to do that. And secondly, we made mention of like a cultural belief that we are experiencing in the northern part of the country, and I believe sometimes culture are man-made. Don't you think that with the coming of AI 21st century, don't you think that this is the high time for us to break that thing by fire, by force? What I mean by fire, by force here, I mean through the acceptable and legal manner.
Yes, I actually believe. So I didn't used to like myself being out there on social media, but so many people would tell me, you have a message to pass. You're doing well in your space. Why don't you tell people? And what you just said now, it's actually what we're trying to do with the Northern Archive. We're trying to preserve history and tell the story of Northern people. These parents that we're talking about that they don't see is because they don't hear. Nobody has ever told them. So maybe our media houses, you're not doing well to portray the stories of these people, these great women.
In the right
We're
way.
not really, yes, in the right way. We're not really taking it to the north. It's being here or in one space. It's not being dispersed, I think, equally. Let me put it that way. So when we try to reach out to them, radio stations, even the social media, even AI, we're generating videos and we're telling them, oh, did you know the story of Amina? She wasn't just a warrior. She did this, she empowered women. Do you understand? I'm talking about Queen Amina of Zazzau. Yeah, exactly.
So what qualities of a mentor should everyone looking for a mentor go for?
If you're looking for a mentor, you should look for someone that aligns with what you're doing, with your goals in life. It will be easier for you to communicate. It will be a flowy communication between the mentor and the mentee if they are on the same path. If you want, let's say, a political mentor, but then you're into the social media, what do you call it, content creation space. How will a politician communicate with someone that is a content creator? How would that mentorship relationship correlate? It's not going to hold waters, right?
You need to
So
look
you're
for your
supposed to
niche.
look, yes, go for someone that is in your niche, and then the person should have the qualities of a leader.
It's
Not just
everyone you
because
will
he's
just
someone
follow.
at the top, exactly, and you feel like that person can mentor you. No, what qualities of leadership does that person possess? Does he have people working under him? How are they relating to him? You can look at the people from the bottom and know what the person at the top is like.
You study in UK.
Yes.
What lesson have you learned that you believe can benefit girls back here home in Nigeria?
I think the most important lesson is that you can achieve whatever you think of in this life. That anything and everything is possible so far as you have the mind, the guts to go for it.
Have you experienced any mentorship in UK that differ from what Nigeria is perceived
Not
as
really,
mentorship?
so far as that person understands. And when I said I didn't have a hands-on mentorship, I had this lecturer in school that I reached out to. His name is Glenn Burgess, and I think I would consider that a little step to mentorship, even though we didn't extend that relationship because he was not in my niche. But when I needed guidance, when I needed help, because I was at the university, I would go to him, and he was always there. He was always available, honoring my calls, my emails, always online with me, talking me through. He wasn't even my supervisor, but I did my project with him. I was doing my thesis, and I would always tell him that I'm stuck. I don't know how to go forward. And he would tell me, "Oh, Asma, you know what? Calm down. You can do this." So it's not really a difference, but maybe the manner of approach, because I feel like the white people, they understand the power of mentorship. So they take it easy with their mentees. But I don't know how it is here in Nigeria. So that's why I'm trying to be a good mentor to others.
So why choosing storytelling in order to pass your message, especially to young people in the northern Nigeria?
What other way is there to pass a message?
Well, you can write.
Do people read?
And this is the question we need to ask ourselves.
Exactly. So how many people read?
Few.
But when you're on social media, you come across videos, you come across things.
Reels.
So why don't you incorporate storytelling into that space? So when you're coming and you're scrolling and you see, did you know? Something will say, okay, let me listen to it. Okay, I'm trying to tell you a story.
So these are
now.
hooks that you use in order to grab people's attention.
Yes, exactly. I want to tell you a story. So do you relate to it? Do you understand what I'm saying? I'm trying to pass a message. I'm not telling you a story just to entertain you. It's not for entertainment.
Does that idea came from you staying in UK?
I think so. And then when I was there, and then when I came back, and I saw that I wanted to make a change, I wanted to make a difference, but I didn't have the following on social media. How do I now attract traffic to my page? It's only by storytelling. Tells people stories of the past. Take them along the journey of the people that came before. And that's how people will learn. And then, like you said, why not write? I'm trying to write a book, but then to get people to read is difficult in this age because people are busy. But to get people to go on social,
busy doing nothing.
Thank you for that. Busy doing nothing. But to get them to scroll on social media, it's easy to capture their attention. That's why it's there. So I'm taking advantage of that to tell the story.
Okay, if you had the opportunity to design a mentorship program and a political program for Northern girls, what would it look like?
Okay, the mentorship program workshop that I'm hosting now is going to be in Gombe State, and it's called the Future Her Workshop.
The Future Her Workshop.
Future her. That means the future me or she. And yes, it is for young girls to show them, to guide them, to teach them, and then to give them the skills that they learn, that they will take to learn certain things like AI. You know, some don't even know how to generate prompts. They don't know how to write prompts to generate content. And then you're just telling them that you're showing them the way. You have Google, the Google platform is so big that you have so many things around it that when you go on the space, you find docs, you have slides, you have photos, you have everything. How do you put that to work for you? How do you use the internet to your own advantage? That's what I'm trying to teach. I told you that I've applied to so many scholarship. I've not mentioned it, but I'm mentioning it now. I've done so many scholarship applications, and people that would reach out to me on social media, they ask me like, I don't think I'm smart enough for this. I don't know. I don't think I can get this. But I'll be like, why do you think you cannot get this?
Thank you,
Because
Asma.
you can.
We are going for another break. When we come
Okay.
back, we are taking the last part of our conversation.
All right.
This is Political Arena here on S24 Television. Let's go for break. When we return, we are going to discuss the last part of our conversation. Welcome back from that break. This is Political Arena, still here on S24 Television. So Asma'u, we have a segment that we do. It's called Rapid Fire. Okay. I'm going to ask you some few questions and you are allowed to respond with one word.
Okay.
Okay. One woman who inspires you.
Come again?
One woman who inspires you.
Because you said one
word, yeah.
Is that a name then?
Yeah,
I want to get it.
My mom.
Okay.
My dad.
Let's go again.
My sister. One woman who inspires you.
My mother.
Your mother. One book every northern girl should at least read.
I'll go with Who Will Cry When You Die by Robin Sharma.
Oh my God. Leadership or influence? Leadership or influence?
Leadership.
Success or impact?
Impact.
One word that describes the northern girls today.
Misguidance.
Misguidance. One habit every young girl should at least develop.
One habit. Morning person.
Complete this sentence. Every northern girl deserve
a mentor.
Thank you so much, Asma'u.
You're welcome.
Looking ahead to the next 10 years, what kind of northern girls do you hope to see today?
I hope to see leaders. I hope to see achievers. I hope to see doctors. I hope to see teachers. I hope to see career women.
And mentors.
I hope to see mentors and women that are changing the narrative.
And finally, what message would you like to leave for every young girl watching this program who dream of becoming a leader?
You can become one. You just have to believe in yourself. You're already born a leader. Take the bold step. Educate yourself, elevate yourself, enlighten yourself. You can do it if you believe.
Asma'u Shaiba Abubakar, thank you so much for sharing your thought here with us here on S24 Television. Mentorship is more than giving advice. It is about opening doors, building confidence, and helping others to realize their potential. When one girl is empowered in the northern Nigeria through guidance and opportunity, the impact extends beyond her or her families, communities, and the future generation. Thank you for watching Political Arena here on S24 Television. Join us next time for another engaging conversation on issues shaping our society. Thank you and bye for now.